Hello everyone. In today's video we'll see our day 3 problem, which is number of good pairs. And in this problem we are given with the array nums and we need to return the number of good pairs. So we need to return the number of good pairs. So a pair is basically it's a pair of I and j, and it is called good if nums of I is equal to nums of j and I should be less than j. So let us see the example. So our nums array is this one, and we need to compare one element with the rest of the element, and if that element comes out to be equal to the other element, then we need to increase our count by 1. So for example, if we will take the first integer and we will compare the first integer with the rest of the other elements. For example, we will compare 1 with 2, so they are not equal, so we will again compare with the other, and then again we will compare with the other one. So here 1 is equal to 1, so we will increase our count by 1, and then we will again start comparing with the other. So again here 1 is equal to 1, so we'll increase our count again by plus 1, so now our count is 2, and then we will compare with the last element. So in total till now our count is 2. So now we will move to the next element 2, and then we will start comparing 2 with its next elements. So 2 is not equal to 3, 2 is not equal to 1, 2 is not equal to 1, 2 is not equal to 3. So now again we will move to 3 and then start comparing this with the next elements. So 3 is not equal to 1, 3 is not equal to 1, 3 is equal to 3. So we will increase our count by plus 1. So our count was 2, so now we will increase it by 1, so now it has become 3. Now we will move to the next element, which is 1. So compare 1 with the next element, so 1 is equal to 1. So our count was 3, now it will be increased by 1, and now it has become 4. Okay, and then we will move to the next element 1, then we will compare 1 with 3, and then 3 is the last element, so we won't compare this. So our count is 3 for this nums array, so we'll return our count, which is 4. And in the next example here we have 4 1. So at first we will compare the first element 1 with the other element, so 1 1, so increase the count by 1. So 1 1 again, increase the count by 1, 1 1 again, increase the count by 1, so our count has become 3. And then we will move to the next element 1, and then we will again compare this with the next two, 1 1, then again 1 1 1, again 2. So for this element our count has increased by 2, and previously it was increased by 3, so 3 plus 2 5. And then now we will move to the next one. So this one we'll compare this with the next, so 1 1, so we will increase the count by 1. So previously it was 5, so now it has become 6. And for the last element we won't compare it because we don't have any next element, and here we have no equal elements, so we will return 0. So let us try to write the code for this. So the approach which we will use here is that we'll create two for loops, one for I and one for j. We'll keep our one I here and our j to the next element, and then we will increase our j and I eventually, and then we will compare I and j, and if the element is comes out to be equal, then we will increase our count. So let us create a variable count, and we will assign it to 0. Let us create an int n, which will store the size of the size of the array, and then we will create two for loops for int I is equal to 0 and I should be less than n and I plus plus. Now we will create a for loop inside this one where int j is equal to I plus 1 and j should be less than n and j plus plus. So now we'll write our logic, which is if nums of I is equal to nums of j, then we will simply increase our count, and at last we will simply return count. So let us try to run this. Okay, so here are the three test cases which it passed. So we passed our test cases, so we are getting the right answers. So let us try to submit this one. Okay, it is getting submitted and I have earned day 3 streak. So guys, stay tuned, keep watching, and you also do the October series. It is very beneficial for you guys. So thank you guys, do support me. Thank you so much.